What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video, and in this video we are going to talk about fat burners. Do they work? Are they actually worth our money? That's what we are going to see, always science based. So for the first part of this video, I'm going to focus on individual ingredients. These are the most used ingredients in fat burners, in fat burning formulas, but they are also the most used ingredients by themselves. So a lot of people take them by themselves. So we are going to look into caffeine, green tea extract, CLA, ALA and L-carnitine. These are the top 5 most used ingredients when it comes to fat loss and fat burning pills. After that, we are going to take a look at the fat burning formulas. During the video, I'm going to put the studies on the screen, but I'm also going to use the site examine.com. Examine.com is a very good site when it comes to supplements because they get all the supplements, all the studies about the supplements, and they look into the studies and kind of do a meta-analysis. They do a compilation of the results of the studies and they see if the supplement actually does what it should do or it doesn't. So let's start with our first ingredient, caffeine. The consumption of caffeine appears to be associated with weight loss effects, but this can be because of a lot of reasons, and the main reason is this one. When you take caffeine, when you take coffee, you get more energy, so you should move more. After taking a coffee, you start to move more, you feel more energy, you may walk more, you may do more, so that's the thing that makes you lose weight. You move more and you spend more calories. And when you spend more calories, you increase the chance of being in a caloric deficit. And it's the caloric deficit that burns calories, so not the caffeine by itself, but the way that you act after ingesting caffeine. This study gave participants 100 milligrams of caffeine, 200 milligrams and 400 milligrams. And it's shown indeed that more calories are spent when you consume caffeine. In the 100 milligram group, the caloric expenditure increased by 9 calories per hour. And in the 400 milligram group, the caloric expenditure increased by 30 calories per hour. So take a look at these numbers. In order for you to burn an extra 100 calories, you need to take 400 milligrams of caffeine. That's like 4 espressos, and that's the daily maximum dose. And you will burn 100 calories during the next 3 hours. Because with caffeine, the effect goes away after a while. So is it worth it? The 400 milligrams of caffeine, are they worth it, the extra 100 calories spent? I don't know, it's up to you to decide, but probably not. You can just as easy go walk for 10 minutes, eat less 2 or 3 cookies and get the exact same effect. So caffeine can help you lose weight, but it's just a small difference and you can easily go and get this difference everywhere else in your diet and with exercise. Caffeine also seems to help with liquid retention, so if you feel more shredded after taking caffeine pills or after drinking a coffee, keep in mind that it's just liquid that went away. So that's the reason why a lot of people tell me that, ooh, I took caffeine and I got really dry. Yeah, you will get dry, but it's not fat loss, it's just water loss. Also, caffeine has been shown to help in appetite control. So if you have caffeine, you might not feel that hungry, but again, maybe it's not because of the caffeine, but just because eating something, getting a coffee, is better than getting nothing. So the final word on caffeine, yes, it can technically help a little bit, but it's just such a small effect, and when you compare the pros and cons, it's probably not enough for you to do it. And yeah, just eat 1 less spoon of rice and you'll get the same effect, so it's up to you. Okay, now let's look into the ingredient number 2, green tea extract. This study compared the effects of caffeine, green tea extract and tyrosine in weight loss, and only caffeine appeared to have a decent benefit, as I said before. However, this meta-analysis, which is a compilation of the results of several studies, concluded that green tea can help you burn fat, but it's like 5.7 grams of fat per cup. So you will need 175 cups of green tea in order to burn 1 kilo of fat. So it's not a very good help. Also keep in mind that green tea extract actually has the same effects as caffeine, the diuretic effects on water loss. And it also has like 2 to 3% of caffeine, so some of the results can be from it. So the final word on green tea is that it's super healthy for you, for your heart, to fight cancer, and super antioxidant and all of that, but to help you lose weight, it's not good enough. Okay, and we are now going to look into CLA, one of the most popular fat burners. CLA is a mix of fatty acids that are supposed to act on a molecular level in our bodies and blah blah blah. It's a very complicated explanation. If you want to know more about it, you can look it up, but spoiler alert, you don't have to. This study concluded that CLA can in fact help a little tiny bit when it comes to weight loss, but only in very high doses of at least 3.4 grams of CLA per day. However, the group that took the placebo in this study took a 9-gram olive oil pill, and 9 grams of olive oil is 80 calories. So this by itself can completely change the results of the study. So the final words on CLA is that yes, there's a probability that it can help, just a little tiny bit, like 1%, so yeah, still not worth it. Okay, and we are now going to look into the fourth ingredient, ALA, also from fatty acids, and ALA appears to be very beneficial when it comes to oxidation, is super antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. However, when it comes to weight loss, the results are not that conclusive. This study about ALA concluded that 1,800 milligrams of this acid per day had a slight change of 2.1% in people's weight in relation to the placebo group. However, 2.1% is a very small change, and a lot of things in the study could impact this result. So the people at examine.com concluded that, and I quote, "It is possible that high doses, 1,800 milligrams a day, may have a body weight reducing effect in obese persons, but this requires more evidence." Okay, now for the last ingredient, and also one of the most popular ones, L-carnitine. L-carnitine and CLA are probably the most used ones on the market. L-carnitine is usually used as a supplement to give more energy and to reduce fatigue. So most of the studies with L-carnitine are made with older people, and they appear to have some results, but when it comes to weight loss, not really. For example, this study, they gave participants 4 grams of L-carnitine per day, and it showed nothing really. So the people at examine.com concluded that the rate of fat oxidation appeared to be unaffected following carnitine supplementation. Okay, and now that we've seen the top 5 most used ingredients, let's look into the formulas. The formulas usually have these 5 ingredients, or some of these 5, and a lot more mumbo jumbo in the middle, like a lot of plants and stuff that is supposed to help you burn fat, but do they actually work? Probably not, because of a very simple factor. The ingredients that I said before, those top 5, were the top 5 most used ingredients, and as you can see, they need to be used in very high doses. The fat burners don't have those doses. It's very hard to find a fat burner with these doses. It needs 400 milligrams of caffeine, 500 milligrams of green tea extract, 1,800 milligrams of ALA, and 3.4 grams of CLA. And even if you could find a fat burner with these doses for the 5 ingredients, to be honest, I wouldn't take it because the effect would be very, very small still, even if it was 3, 4, 5%, which probably isn't, and it would probably be very taxing in our health, because these quantities of these ingredients, maybe something bad would happen to you, I don't know. Okay, and now it's time for conclusions. And what can we conclude with this video is that number one, if any ingredient is found to have a 0.1% effect on weight loss, then you can bet that it will be marketed as the next big thing, the best formula to lose weight, and it will be priced very high and it will do absolutely nothing. So be very careful with these things and know that no supplement has ever shown a big result when it comes to weight loss. It's always 1-2%, and you can easily, very easily, get that with diet or exercise. And the number two thing that we need to conclude is that fat burners don't really work. They can do a 1% difference, but that 1% difference can easily be made with diet or exercise. You can just as easily not eat one extra spoon of rice and you will get the same benefit as the very expensive $50 or €50 fat burner, okay? So don't spend your money on fat burners. I know they are marketed really well and they seem like an easy, quick fix solution without diet and exercise, but they don't do anything really, because a 1% difference is not a lot. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please stop looking for the magic pill and know that to lose weight you only need one thing, that is being in a caloric deficit. That means you need to spend more calories than those that you eat. It's this simple, and this is not very hard to do. You just need to know how to do it. You just need to choose high volume foods that don't have a lot of calories, like vegetables. It's that easy. You don't need to starve yourself. You don't need lots of exercise. It's super simple to do it, and when you get used to it and you know the process, it's very easy. Seriously, guys. For me, I think for me and for most people, after you learn what you need to do, it's harder to gain weight than to lose weight, because losing weight is very simple. It's more a psychological question than a physical question. So if you have any doubts, leave them down below and I will be happy to answer. Like the video if you like the video, share this with everybody that is spending their money on fat burners because they don't really work, or actually they do work but not good enough, and it doesn't even come close to good enough. So subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and I'm gonna see you all in the next video.